as of the past couple of weeks. But the two biggest ones were Bitcoin and Ethereum rising an absolute amount of money. You see things that you wouldn't see normally in the stock markets. People doubling, triple, quadrupling their money. Is it too late to invest in Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin in a bubble? What do I have to say to all the cryptocurrency newbies and investors out there? Well, let's get into all that. Okay, so at the moment of making this video, I actually am redoing this video. This is a couple hours before I upload. That's because the previous video I made was when Bitcoin was at $2,200. And I said, oh, well, most likely it's going to hit $2,500. And here we are at, we're approaching $2,700. I had no idea that it would just jump a couple $100. Like, absolute, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm in a position right now where I'm flabbergasted. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm stunned. But also, I like to take things from a different point of view. I like to be a little bit skeptical and a little bit paranoid about certain things. Hope for the best, but expect the worst. What I'm observing is that a lot of people are seeing this price and they're going, oh my God, let's buy, let's sell everything. As in, let's sell our cars, let's sell the kids, I'm gonna sell drugs now, we're gonna put our houses up for equity. And it's just like, well, not all of those things are fully safe. I wouldn't get all your pants riled up right now. And I know you're getting wet down there because you're seeing the price. But there is a thing called moderation. Greed is good, but only in moderation. Too much greed. There's this little investment chart or whatever. I'm going to put it up here, where basically a lot of people are getting all super hyped up, and then it kind of gets delusional at a point where it is turned into a bubble. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's going to be going up forever. Yay! Bitcoin's going to hit $500,000. We're all going to be Bitcoin millionaires. Now, the thing is, yeah, you could be a Bitcoin millionaire on paper, but as soon as something happens that's crazy in the Bitcoin world or in the real world, for example, a terrorist attack, which the one in the UK, rest in peace to all those who died, but the one in the UK also had maybe not a giant effect, but it certainly had an effect on when Bitcoin was falling. Now, a lot of people who were new to Bitcoin also were freaking the fuck out. People who sold when it was below $2,000. Thanks to you, I was able to buy more Bitcoin. And now they probably regret it, seeing as only a couple days later, it went up to 20. They could have sold it for honestly like $3,000. Because that's how it is in the Bitcoin world. It's supply and demand. The people with the Bitcoin, such as myself, we like to hoard. No, I sell Bitcoin. But the thing is, if you're trying to buy into Bitcoin, especially in large quantities, and if you're a newbie, you're probably going to be paying rates of 30%, 40%. Some people are even paying 50, 60%. Like, why? Why? So is Bitcoin in a bubble? I think, honestly, everything is in a bubble. Like, Bitcoin, technically, it's not in a bubble. It's going up. There's more people that are getting introduced to it every single day. There's, like, let's say pretty soon your neighbors are going to know. Now, if your neighbors are going to know, if grandma down the street, if your dog wants to buy Bitcoins, if the mailman has some Bitcoins, that's when it's time to get out, because when everybody is getting in on it, well, it's you've had your fair share of positivity and profits and making that sweet, sweet cash. I like to trade Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, but I like to play it safe. I could have made a lot more money. I could have doubled my money, but then again, I could have lost it all. And I used to be more into higher risk shit, but right now I'm playing it safe. I'll sell at 10%, 20%. I'll keep my profits. I'll cash out a little bit. I'm not going to keep 100% everything in Bitcoin because I don't know. Tomorrow it could be $3,000 and the next day it could be $500. It's not going to crash to absolute nothing. But the thing is with Bitcoin is that nothing really is backing it except simple speculation and demand. A lot of people want it right now. But suddenly, if there's just one giant event, if there's just one giant thing going on, a lot of whales have some Bitcoins. That's where most of the Coin goes. Whales just hoard it. I'm slowly turning into a whale myself on Steam It. Okay, no, I'm close to becoming a dolphin and then orca whale on all this. By the way, to the people who found out about Steam It thanks to me, I'm pretty sure you're quite excited now with Bitcoin and Steam It going up and all this shit. Now, to the newbies out there who are like, oh my god, cryptocurrencies are going down now. The altcoins are going down. What is going on? That is because usually when Bitcoin goes up, it's very strange. When Bitcoin goes up, some cryptos go down and then it kind of like flip-flops. But the thing is, there's not enough information with Steam It and all. Like, there's updates and stuff, but I think in the summer it's going to blow up. Anyways, it's a good time to buy when it's in the blood red. Buy low, sell high. Don't buy high, sell low. Fuck logic, am I right? Like, people who do that are, oh my god, you're retarded. But thanks to you, I'm making good money. Is it too late to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, all this stuff? It depends on what volume you're talking about. If you have a couple $100 or a couple thousand, I wouldn't be investing in Bitcoin or Ethereum or even NEM or Ripple or maybe even Steam. You know why? Because that's just not enough money. Like, I don't want to be the guy who's saying you're never going to make money, but that's just not enough money to make things work with these bigger coins. It's going to make more sense to go into the smaller coins now. In order to get to the smaller coins, you do have to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and then quickly swap it out. But the thing is, even if you have, let's say, half a Bitcoin and it goes from $2,600 to $2,800 or $3,000, you didn't make that much money. You made a little bit, you made just a tiny bit, but, you know, if that's how much it goes up within a month, maybe you could have made like 10% or 20% or 50% more if you spread it out through other coins. You have to spread out the risk. So it's not too late to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think they're going to still keep going up. I think it'll peak eventually and then it'll crash. But then it'll stabilize and there'll be a point. I don't know where that point will be. It could be $2,500. It could be $3,000. It could be $10,000. I don't think it's going to hit like a couple $100,000 fucking dollars. But then again, it could pull a Berkshire Hathaway where those stocks are trading for like fucking, oh my God. But you shouldn't be concerned about the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these bigger boys. You should be more concerned about the price of the altcoins. I think it'll all eventually kind of crash when this bubble pops. We're not in a bubble technically, but then again we are. As in, if the Chinese housing market collapses, well, you know what? The world will definitely feel that, and cryptocurrencies will feel that as well. I think everything's in a bubble. If everything goes down next year, well, I'll be happy to have sold a good amount of my stuff because slowly I'm preparing. I'm being a little bit paranoid. Only the paranoid survive. So honestly, my advice is this. If you're looking to make some money, if you have some serious volume, maybe I'd invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum when you see it's at a low. For example, I bought into Bitcoin when I knew it would go back up. When people panic sell, as in, it's just like this paranoia wagon that everybody jumps in on. Oh my God, it's falling $200 within an hour. It can be volatile like that. So if you see it's going down like crazy, buy into it at that point. But also watch out because different exchanges have different prices. For example, here, this is USD Tether, which Tether is $1 for pennies right now. So there's some differences. But still, this was an example from earlier where basically on Poloniex, Bitcoin was trading for like $2,300, $2,400, while on Coinbase, it was like $2,600, all that stuff. So that means if you had enough volume, if you did some quick swaps here and there, it could have been like $50 profit per Bitcoin that you were swapping through. Now, again, the average person doesn't have like 100, 500K just lying around unless they put an equity on their house, which that's stupid. Don't fucking do that. If you don't have any money to invest, I would not go out and take fucking credit. I wouldn't use your credit card. I wouldn't take equity out on your house. I wouldn't sell something that you're most likely going to require, like your fucking car, and then you're going to regret, like, oh shit, I wanted 2 cars, but now I have 0 cars. Don't really do margin trading unless you are 100 fucking percent certain that something will work out. And usually for that, you need some pre-buy information or whatever. But, you know, hey, a lot of people lose money on margin trades, so that's how a lot of fuckers got really, really screwed back in the Great Depression. Remember that stuff? So if you do have money though, and it's not a lot, I want to invest into the big ones. If you do have a fair amount of money, spread it out. Always, always, always spread out the risk. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket, because if you drop the basket, everything cracks. The bubble pops. Is it too late to invest? I don't think so, as long as you know what you're doing. If you're going in for long trades, for example, me with Steam, I think Steam has, it's a cryptocurrency with a platform behind it. So research whatever coins you're going into. Some coins could be pumped. They could be scams. They could be run by scammers. There's just something a little bit Ponzi-ish about them. You might want to stay away from those. While other coins are either represented by banks, or there's a lot of people using them, the huge volume, or there's some engine behind them that's going to make them like the future coin of the world or whatever. So I'm dying here. Yeah, just research into whatever you're buying. Look at the news, look at the events, look at the charts. Start looking into YouTube videos and forums and blog posts. Now, one YouTube video, one forum post is not going to teach you how to trade. That's why I haven't made a how to trade Bitcoin video. However, if you're curious about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, feel free to write a comment down below. Don't worry, I will sort of eventually get to them, but I'm about 20 pages behind in comments right now. But we're still doing daily live streams. We're posting a video once every 3 days. If you're interested in Bitcoin, definitely write a comment, message me. If you'd like to work together and you're not retarded, hey, definitely feel free to send me a message as well. Currently, I'm investing with a couple Bitcoins, and I'm happy to see the prices are going up. I'm just like, woo, woo, woo. I'm not high off the happiness like other people, though. They're like, oh, I see gold everywhere. I am a little bit skeptical. So that's why, you got to play it safe. Play it safe, kiddos. And if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I think Bitcoin will hit $3,000 and all this stuff. So that's cool. But then again, if it doesn't, one last tip here. If you're not investing with credited money, you should be prepared for, hope for the best, expect the worst. Even if it fails, even if you cut your losses a little bit, you're okay with that. If you're not okay with losing your money, don't invest. Only invest money that, in a good time, in a high time, fantastic. In a low time, if you want to hold, superb. If you're not able to hold, I wouldn't get into it. Anyways, peace.